right, so here we have an example. So this is something she retweeted. Can women pee with a tampon in? Okay. Should I answer?
Can you pee with a tampon in? I don't think it's recommended.
Welcome to another episode of Roe v. Bros, the game show.
Okay. Okay, we'll do Roe v. Bros. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you from the great state of California and the city of Van Nuys. Yesterday was voting day. Everybody got out there and voted, even though it rained like crazy. It was a torrential downpour for like a few hours at a time. It really was crazy rain all over LA. And the election between Karen Bass and Rick J. Caruso. Doesn't it annoy you when somebody insists that you say their middle initial? Ricky Caruso and Karen Bass are head-to-head. At the time of this recording, I believe it is still not called, but I think Rick Caruso is in the lead. Rick J. Caruso was, I believe, a lifelong Republican, and then he switched party affiliation to Democrat to run in Los Angeles. So a lot of people who are Democrats are upset that he's doing well because he was just recently a Republican. Let's make sure if we are mad at each other, we keep it cordial in the comments. I do not want to have to start breaking up fights and everything. But fighting would be great for the channel. It would help me grow. Now, that said, Katy Perry recently released an image of herself voting for Rick J. Caruso. Katy Perry raised some Katy Cat's eyebrows on Monday, November 7th, when the singer posted a thumbs-up picture from the voting booth in California in which she is smiling after voting for longtime Republican-turned-Democrat Rick Caruso in the bruising race for Los Angeles mayor. I am voting for a myriad of reasons, see the news, but in particular because Los Angeles is a hot mess at the moment, which featured a series of hashtags, including one hyping billionaire developer Caruso, while adding the lengthy, do you, but just use your vote, okay? That's a really long hashtag. Okay. Caruso had spent $100 million on the race, okay? So Caruso's buying it, basically, at $100 million, which is, you know, pretty good rate, I think, probably, for a mayoral seat. Perry, who performed at Democrat Hillary Clinton's DNC gathering in 2016, joined Kim Kardashian, Snoop Dogg, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Elon Musk, and Guardians of the Galaxy star Chris Pratt in backing Caruso, a move that rubs some commentators the wrong way given her past support for reproductive rights. That's right. Okay, so she was really into reproductive rights, and now she's backing Caruso, who is not. Caruso has donated to anti-abortion organizations and politicians in the past and reportedly pledged $1 million to support an abortion rights proposition, but has yet to donate to any of those funds. Okay, so he's pretending to be more supportive on, you know, women's reproductive rights. Personally, again, everybody vote for who you want to vote for. I don't believe an effing word he says. I think he just wants power. I think he's a bored billionaire who wants power. Okay, so we got all these Republican-ish celebrities. It's not that crazy. I mean, I think, yeah, Kim Kardashian, Snoop Dogg's a surprise, but you never know. Gwyneth Paltrow. Diplo headlined a Caruso-sponsored Get Out the Vote campaign event on Friday at the El Rey Theater, along with Sofia Reyes. The event was put on by Billboard parent company Penske Media Corp.
You're not Penske material.
Really? Perry turned off comments on her socials. That didn't stop a slew of unfavorable reactions to the post about Caruso, who changed his party affiliation a month before entering the race. This just shows you how bad things have gotten, that a celebrity would not only vote R, but then publicly post it is something else. Katy Perry tweeting out a pro-choice video while voting for Rick Caruso would be objectively hilarious if it wasn't painfully dumb. It is weird that she would do that. As much as the right try to spin it, Katy Perry voting for Rick Caruso is not an indication of anything other than a rich white woman voting for a fake Democrat who will ultimately have no effect on the quality of her life, but will worsen the lives of many others. Read a fiery tweet. One person weighed in by focusing more on the candidates than Perry's celebrity. Katy Perry voting for Rick Caruso for LA mayor is incredibly disappointing. They wrote of the seeming missed opportunity to support the candidate who could be the city's first female mayor. Please vote Karen Bass, a community-oriented politician, not a businessman with a redundant platform on homelessness and a history of donating to anti-choice orgs and initiatives. Some of the comments aimed at Perry got a little bit personal, with a fan asking why the singer voted so openly for Caruso, besides her claim that LA is a hot mess. You have a choice. You don't owe it to anyone, but I followed you through your political stands, they said. We marched in the same women's march together. What's the logic? Bass also garnered support from A-listers, including John Legend, Steven Spielberg, Ariana Grande, and Donald Glover, amongst others. It is crazy that she did this. You can tell, like, I think she probably thinks, she's probably very disconnected. She probably thinks, like, oh, well, they're both Democrats. It's 6 on one of half dozen of the other. People aren't really going to have a big opinion one way or the other. People have been absolutely talking about this election for months. The vitriol against Caruso is real. She probably thought it was just like, oh, who cares? They're both Democrats. I choose mine, they choose theirs. And she is probably surprised. She has 178 million followers. That's crazy. I mean, okay, so is Los Angeles a hot mess at the moment? Yeah, but it's been a hot mess for a little while. I mean, you can... I think the problem that she's probably focused on is the houselessness problem. You have a lot of people out here, a lot of people near where I live, a lot of people all over Los Angeles who are incapable of affording the rents right now, affording housing in a variety of different ways. And there seems to be no solution at all. The roads are terrible. I mean, it's just bad right now in LA. Like there's a great bit by Pat Nozzle that's very, very true, and it's like over Christmas time when everybody leaves LA, if you're here during that time, which I have been, you get to see like how many people should live in LA. Really the problem here is that there's just like, probably 4 or 5 times too many people still living in Los Angeles, right? It's really temperate. The weather's really beautiful, so it's kind of easier to be houseless here than other places. So anyway, there's a lot of reasons why she may have said this. My guess is because the homelessness problem has become huge over the last couple of years, and it's probably, makes her feel yucky or whatever, and she doesn't want to have to deal with it, and so she just votes for Caruso because I guess he says he's going to kick ass or something. Like, I don't know what Caruso's going to do, if he's going to gather everybody up in paddy wagons and bring them to some facility or something, but he's going to have the exact same problems the city has right now. So when Katy Perry, Chris Pratt, and other LA millionaires say they're voting for Caruso because he'll clean things up, they're not talking about helping people or alleviating poverty. It's about bleaching the existence of poor people from their sight lines by any means necessary. I mean, I a little bit agree. It seems a little bit harsh. Don't listen to the Kardashians or Katy Perry. Don't vote for Rick Caruso. Do vote for Karen Bass. Any celeb you see propping up Rick Caruso is an alleged class solidarist, permitting a wolf in sheep's clothing against actual progress to further warp our society's current state. Intense. All right, so let's look at some of the other celebrities here. We got Karen Bass. Julia Louis-Dreyfus loves Karen Bass. I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Really happy that she's healthy. I think she's very funny. She's just a bae, like just from back in the day, man. I just was in love with her all through Seinfeld and remain so. So if she ever she's married to a very tall man, by the way. And I am a very tall man, so if she's into very tall men and gets tired of her husband, please, I'm just kidding, but I'm not actually, so if she wants to hook up, that's fine. Okay. This race is super tight, and every vote matters. If you want Los Angeles to be different than it is today, the choice is clear. Rick Caruso, LA. Maria Shriver, that's not a huge surprise. Lisa Vanderpump, yes, it's raining. If you didn't go out every time it rained in England, you would be a hermit. Get out there and vote, and let's turn Los Angeles around. I truly believe Rick Caruso will get the job done. We fed the homeless every week for 12 years from our restaurant. So I see a lot of kind of people who are worried mostly about the homelessness problem feel very strongly about Caruso. We got Mark Hamill voting for Karen Bass, LA. I love the idea that she wouldn't do anything about homelessness. Yeah, progressives love homelessness. Okay, so Mark Hamill, I'm voting for Karen Bass, LA for mayor of Los Angeles. I'll let the LA Times tell you why. Rosario Dawson, looking extraordinarily cute there. I voted for Karen Bass, LA, and I liked it. Okay, so that's a Katy Perry thing, 'cause I know the lyric from the song is I kissed a girl and I liked it.
I kissed a girl. I kissed a girl.
So people are really kind of having it in with Katy Perry. Yvette Nicole Brown, Alfre Woodard is there for Karen Bass. Norman Lear, my man, is down with Karen Bass. I like to see that. Kim Whitley, if Kellyanne Conway is endorsing Rick Caruso, you know there's a problem. I'm with Karen Bass. Alyssa Milano with Karen Bass. right, so here we have an example. So this is something she retweeted. Can women pee with a tampon in? Okay. Should I answer?
Can you pee with a tampon in? I don't think it's recommended.
Welcome to another episode of Roe v. Bros, the game show.
Okay. Okay, we'll do Roe v. Rose. Can you pee with a tampon in? I think he got the buzzer there, so I think he was wrong. It's not recommended. You really shouldn't pee. I think women have a urethra. I'm not a biologist, but I do believe that they can pee and have a tampon in. We really don't recommend that you pee. Okay, doctor, thank you. Whoever that guy's girlfriend is just smacked herself in the forehead.
Game show where we find out how much men know about women's bodies. Can you pee with a tampon in?
Yes, that's my answer.
I think you gotta take it out. I've seen the little tampon trash cans in the bathrooms, so probably why.
What? You've seen tampon trash cans in the bathroom? What are you talking about? She should be going to the men's room, first of all. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a tampon trash can.
Why are there different types of tampons?
Because there's different types of vaginas.
Different sizes of vaginal cavities.
About how many tampons would one use
Okay, I guess I'm wrong on that.
for their period, on average?
Okay, how many tampons do women use for their period? Like over the course of the entire cycle, or like in a day? It's kind of a vague question. Five. I don't know. 5 or 6. That's my guess.
1 or
1?
2? I think 1, to be honest.
20. Okay, all right. I take it back. 20.
There's 1. And they put them inside.
Yes.
They put them inside. Oh, my man. And then the look of disgust. Guys are into gross stuff, except when it comes to anything like vaginal related.
Yes. What is a period?
What is it?
What is a period? It's when the uterine lining it sheds the uterine lining. We shed our uterine, or women shed their uterine lining. An egg descends, and then they have to shed it. I know. I should know better than this, but it's something about shedding. You're shedding something from your uterine lining, meaning that the egg you produced that month is like not there anymore.
The period,
The monthly shedding of the lining of the uterus. Okay.
it's the time of the month
I got it. I kind of got it.
where the woman is ovulating.
Can you pee with a
This is not the time when a woman is ovulating. Dear God.
tampon in?
No.
Yes.
Okay, no. All right.
Are you registered to vote?
Yes.
Are you registered to vote?
Yes.
Are you registered to vote?
Yes.
Don't let man brains outvote women in the upcoming election. Vote November 8th.
Oh, man brains. This man brain did okay. Don't hate her jacket, but whatever. Okay, so Katy Perry tweeted this out. Rick Caruso, who's a big anti-abortion access guy, is her candidate. So what does this show me? Here's my guess. Rick Caruso's probably his whole brand is almost certainly on lowering taxes. And my guess is they want lower taxes. I think that probably supersedes the other effects. Maybe Rick Caruso did something that was convincing to Katy Perry that she was safe in voting for him, and that he wasn't going to limit abortion access or not going to push for bills in that direction. And everyone says, oh, we shouldn't judge our celebrities based on their political preferences. But that's what they do. They put their political preferences out there. They put their name behind candidates. They put their style. They put their whole kind of imprimatur. They put their whole celebrity behind different candidates. The reason that moves people is because you have to risk something. You're not risking a lot, but you're risking your political point of view. So now that's something Katy Perry has done. She has thrown her weight behind Rick Caruso, and now people know her politics in a more specific way. I don't think that's unfair. I don't think that she's being unfairly maligned. I think that's exactly what you risk and what you wager when you enter politics. I guess they're worried now about like how this is going to affect her image and how she's going to be perceived going forward. You know, she's probably just doing what she thinks is in her own financial best interest, but I don't know that means that she's like anti-abortion access. I think she's probably still very pro-abortion access, but she just thinks that like Caruso is not going to do that, or he's not going to focus on that. And now everybody's like, well, why did Katy Perry date Russell Brand? And you're like, well, they might have more in common than you think. I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you guys like me doing more politically or music industry-ish videos, please let me know in the comments. I will be glad to do more of them. And take these musicians and celebrities to task for the charlatans they may or may not be. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comments section if you agree or disagree. Let's all try to be courteous with each other. Thank you guys for watching. I did the finish on this guitar myself. End of video.